The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A South Florida and Bright Star Credit Union.
Coral Reef takes on Southwest Miami tonight on School Duel. To School Duel, where 24 South Florida high schools battle it out. Now tonight's game features Coral Reef High versus Southwest Miami High in what should be quite a showdown. Now, before we begin, let me tell you what these students are playing for. Well, first off, both teams will win beautiful trophies courtesy of our sponsor, EDCO Awards and Specialties. So thank you, EDCO. For the runner-up school tonight, each player receives $50 from our sponsor, Bright Star Credit Union. Thank you, Bright Star. And last but not least, for the winners, well, each of these students shall walk away with free chicken sandwiches for an entire year, courtesy of Chick-fil-A South Florida. So thank you, Chick-fil-A South Florida. All right, let's get started. Our opening round is called First Strike. And in this round, it's school versus school, and each question is worth 10 points. Any question answered incorrectly gives the other school a chance to steal. All right, schools, prepare for the first strike. Your first question deals with sports. Prior to the introduction of the Queensberry rules in 1867, most matches in this sport were fought bare-knuckled. Name this combat sport, Marcella?
Boxing.
Yes, very good. Awesome. All right, next question deals with Disney. What series of made-for-TV movies features characters like Maul, the daughter of Maleficent?
Descendants.
Yes, very good. Notable names. Called the Merchant of Death because he invented dynamite. What man is most famous today? Murad?
Alfred Nobel.
Very good. Materials. With a name derived from the Greek for able to be molded, what class of materials is made up of? Yes, Connor?
Malleable.
Incorrect. Coral Reef, I'll finish. With a name derived from the Greek for able to be molded, what class of materials is made up of polymers derived from petrochemicals and includes early examples like bakelite and more modern types like polycarbonate and polyethylene? Yes, Murad?
Plastics.
Very good. Landmarks. In 1774, it split in half, and in 1880, it was inscribed with the year 1620. Name this boulder. Traditionally, Marcella?
Lincoln Bell.
Incorrect. Coral Reef. Name this boulder, traditionally considered to be the site at which the Pilgrims on the Mayflower made landfall. Yes, Maxim?
Plymouth Rock.
Very good. Excellent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the What Am I question, brought to you by Broward County Public Schools. Here, our contestants are given a clue about something or someone and then shown a picture that will slowly reveal itself. So, here goes your question. Often constructed by children on a beach, what structure is built from small mineral particles? And Sabrina?
Sandcastle.
Yes, very good. All right, here's a little something about sandcastles. Though sandcastles are usually built by children, there are also sand sculpting competitions for adults, and the largest recorded sand castle in such a competition was 18 feet tall. All right, a question about philosophers. Often just called the philosopher in the Middle Ages, this ancient Greek founded a school called the Lyceum and was a tutor to Alexander the Great after being Sabrina?
Aristotle.
Yes, good job. Oh, that's the horn, and that means the end to the first strike round. We do have a close game. Southwest Miami has 40 points. Coral Reef is right behind them with 30 points. But don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
And I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, "Officer, officer," they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
Broward County Public Schools, the best schools for English language learners and multilingual families, plus an international welcome center. Choose the best. Choose BCPS.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
And welcome back to School Duel. The first round of action ended with a close game. We have Southwest Miami leading. They have 40 points. Coral Reef has 30 points. Now, before we begin the second round, let's take a minute to meet this week's competitors from each school.
Hi, I'm Maxime, a senior, and I'm team captain. Go Kudas.
Hey, I'm Murad. I'm a senior. Go Kudas.
Hey, I'm Jake, a senior, and go Kudas.
I'm John. I'm a senior. I'm the alternate. Go Kudas.
Hey, Maxime, how we feeling?
I'm ready. Let's go.
You ready?
Glasses against no glasses.
We can do all the pressure.
The pressure doesn't even enter my consciousness.
I mean, there's pressure, but it's not overwhelming, you know? We're built for this.
Hey guys, Kudas on 3.
1, 2, 3, Kudas!
Hi, I'm Marcella. I'm a junior and the team captain. Go Eagles.
Hey, I'm Connor. I'm a sophomore. Go Eagles.
Hi, I'm Sabrina. I'm a freshman. Go Eagles.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm a freshman. I'm the alternate. Go Eagles.
So are we ready, guys?
Yes!
Connor, you should be studying.
I know.
We're heading on set.
Oh my gosh.
One family.
One Eagle Nation.
Go Eagles!
Okay, we love it. Big round of applause for both schools. All right, now that we know everyone, let's move on to round 2, the Joust, which is presented by Public Supermarkets. Here, a player from each school competes head-to-head with toss-up questions, and the winner gets 3 bonus questions for their school. All questions are worth 10 points. All right, schools, are you ready? It's time to joust. So let's have Maxim and Marcella come on up. All right, your first question. It's a toss-up question. It's worth 10 points. The linear type studies how to find values that solve all equations in a system at once, while the elementary type involves finding values for which statements are true. Name this branch of mathematics which uses letters called variables to stand. Yes, Maxim?
Algebra.
Very good. Excellent. We are now at Coral Reef. Coral Reef, the following bonus questions all involve naming branches of mathematics, starting with your bonus question number 1. First systematized in 300 BC in Euclid's Elements, what branch of mathematics is the study of shapes and spaces that contain them? Jake.
Geometry.
Very good. Bonus question number 2. A subfield of geometry. What area of mathematics is specifically the study of the relationships between the angles and side of triangles? Murad?
Trigonometry.
Very good. Excellent. Bonus question number 3. Developed independently by Gottfried Leibniz and Isaac Newton, what branch of mathematics studies the relationships of variables that depend on each other? Yes, Jake?
Calculus.
Very good. Excellent. All right. our next two jousts will be Jake and Sabrina, so come on up. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Give the title of the famous poem by Robert Frost that uses a fruit as a symbol of temptation and desire. The title is a specific, colorfully named fruit that grows on bushes. That would be blueberries. I have another question for you. Early drafts were about a different fruit, but Roald Dahl eventually titled his 1961 children's novel, James and the Giant What? Yes, Sabrina?
Peach.
Yes, very good. Okay, Southwest Miami, the following bonus questions all deal with fruit-related works of literature. Bonus question number 1. Cited as one of the main reasons that John Steinbeck won the Nobel Prize for Literature, what novel is set during the Dust Bowl and tells the story of the Jodes family's migration from Oklahoma to California? That is The Grapes of Wrath. Your second bonus question, later made into a film by Stanley Kubrick, what novel by Anthony Burgess follows the ultra-violent exploits of Alex and his gang of droogs? That's A Clockwork Orange. Bonus question number 3, structured in a series of short vignettes, what novel by Sandra Cisneros tells of the formative years of a Mexican-American girl named Esperanza and is named for the rundown building where she lives? That's The House on Mango Street. All right, our next two to come up to joust, Murad and Connor, come on up. All right, here's your toss-up question. It's worth 10 points. In Greek mythology, this hero was dipped in the river Styx to make him nearly, yes, Murad?
Achilles.
Yes, very good. All right, Coral Reef. The following bonus questions all involve heroes from Greek mythology. Bonus question number 1. The rightful heir to the throne of Thessaly, what Greek mythological hero is set by his uncle to retrieve the golden fleece and eventually dies when his ship, the Argo, collapses on him? That would be Jason. Bonus question number 2. Often depicted in art holding the head of Medusa, whom he slayed, what mythological hero married Andromeda and inadvertently killed his father with a discus? Maxim?
Odysseus.
Incorrect, it's Perseus. Bonus question number 3. Perhaps better known today as a brand of dish soap, what mighty Greek hero of the Trojan War recovered the armor of Achilles but killed himself when the armor was given to Odysseus? Yes, Jake?
Dawn.
Incorrect, it's Ajax. All right, that horn means the end of the joust. We do have Coral Reef now leading. They have 80 points. Southwest Miami now has 50 points. But don't go anywhere because we will be back with more School Duel after these messages.
It must be fate that his cap and gown are the same color he wore for his kindergarten graduation. It's the same rascally smile, that hasn't changed. But he stands there, so sure, so ready to take on the world. He has arrived. It's hard not to resist and push against the door that's closing, but you give in a little, because the future is wide open. From each little moment to every major milestone, Publix, proud supporter of education.
Lights. Camera. Action.
I don't know. I've always just heard that.
Now we're safe.
But make sure you don't run out of power.
Noted.
Is this yours by any chance? Hello and welcome to Broward Teen News Cypress Bay High School Edition, West Broward Edition,
Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High Edition.
We're at Culver City High School.
And Broward Teen News starts now.
BTN is South Florida's only teen-produced news program, produced by a different Broward high school every month. Broward Teen News, South Florida's student-produced news show by teens for teens. Broward County Public Schools, tuition free from kindergarten through 12th grade, with world-class teachers, programs, and student services. Choose the best. Choose BCPS.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Back to School Duel, where local high schools match wits. Now, today's game has Coral Reef competing against Southwest Miami. Currently, Southwest Miami has 50 points and Coral Reef has 80 points. So it is now time for the rapid action round. And during this round, each school receives an identical category of questions to answer quickly by themselves. And since Southwest Miami is trailing, they get to go first, while Coral Reef waits outside the studio for their turn with the same questions. Today's category starts with the letter Q, as in Queen. In this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter Q as in Queen, and each question is worth 10 points. And remember, you must answer these quickly or the judge will move you on. So, here comes rapid action. Southwest Miami, you ready? Let's cue music and begin. Synonym for fast that fits the category. Sabrina.
Quick.
Canada's largest province by area, Marcella.
Quebec.
In French cooking, a savory custard tart. Middle Eastern nation that hosted the 2022 World Cup with its capital at Marcella.
Qatar.
Title character of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Tiny edible seed often used in salads, bowls, and as a healthy alternative to rice. The minimum number of people who must be present to hold a vote. Marcella.
Quotient.
Traditional 15th birthday celebration for girls. Sabrina.
Quinceañera.
The solution to a division problem. Sabrina.
Quotient.
Adjective meaning charmingly unconventional. Marcella.
Quirky.
Very good. We got through all of your questions. Southwest Miami, good job. All right, now with a little TV magic, let's bring in Coral Reef High. And welcome back, Coral Reef. Now it's your turn with the same questions. Today's category starts with Q as in Queen. And in this category, the answer contains a word that starts with the letter Q as in Queen. So each question is worth 10 points. And remember, you must answer them quickly or the judge will move you on. Okay? So Coral Reef, let's cue music and begin. Synonym for fast that fits the category. Murad.
Quick.
Canada's largest province by area. Jake.
Quebec.
In French cooking, a savory custard tart. Middle Eastern nation that hosted the 2022, yes, Murad?
Qatar.
Title character of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Maxim?
Quasimodo.
Tiny edible seed, often used in salads, bowls, and as a healthy alternative to rice. Maxim?
Quinoa.
The minimum number of people who must be present to hold a vote. Traditional 15th birthday celebration for girls in many Latin. Jake.
Quinces.
The solution to a division problem. Jake.
The quotient.
Adjective meaning charmingly unconventional. Murad.
Quirky.
All right, good job. Coral Reef, we got through all of your questions. Good job. Good job to both teams. There were only 2 questions that both teams missed, starting with, in French cooking, a savory custard tart is a quiche. Also, the minimum number of people who must be present to hold a vote is a quorum. All right, that sound means the end to the rapid action round. We do have Coral Reef leading with 160 points. Southwest Miami has 110 points, but don't go anywhere because we are going to take a short break, and then we will be back for the final showdown to see which school will win this school duel game.
Mom,
Yes.
you start.
We started fostering Kyle when he was 6 years old. I knew that routine was important for him.
Dad, your turn.
We started going to Chick-fil-A every Saturday.
Every Saturday. Now, Miss Elizabeth?
When your adoption day came, we got the honor of being in the courtroom with you. The judge actually called us out, too, for being a little too loud.
Having a big crowd cheering him on was really special to us.
Broward County Public Schools. Safe learning environments for nearly 250,000 students, from pre-K to high school and beyond. Choose the best. Choose BCPS.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
School Duel. We've got a good game going as Coral Reef is holding on to their lead with 160 points over Southwest Miami with 110 points. It's now time for the final showdown. Now, this is our last round, and the schools will go against each other again with toss-up questions, but this time these questions are worth 20 points each. Just a reminder, if a question is answered incorrectly, the other school can steal. So this is for the win. It is time for the final showdown. First question deals with homophones. What word spelled one way is an adverb meaning able to be clearly heard, and spelled another way is a past tense verb meaning permitted? Yes, Sabrina.
Here.
Incorrect. Coral Reef. Allowed. Social science, literally meaning the study of humans. What social science discipline focuses on the study of human societies, cultures, and their development, Connor?
Anthropology.
Card games. What card game uses a custom deck that includes cards called Skip, Draw 2? Marcella?
Uno.
Alliteration. Named for the chemist who designed it. What piece of laboratory equipment uses gas to create a steady, controlled flame? Marcella?
Benson Booner.
Wars. What international conflict was largely fought in trenches in 1914? Connor?
World War I.
Fast capitals. What royal-sounding city is the capital of Jamaica? Murad?
Kingston.
Universities located in Northeast Ohio. What university was the site of an infamous May 4th, 1970 shooting in which members of the National Guard killed 4 student protesters? Maxim?
University of Ohio.
Incorrect. Southwest Miami. Sabrina?
Ohio State.
Incorrect. It's Kent State University. Literary terms. Also, the name of an infamous hacktivist group. What pseudonym is given to the authors of works whose identity is unknown? Marcella?
Anonymous.
Units of measure. Equivalent to 1 milliliter. What unit of volume is often used by medical professionals and is abbreviated cc? Yes, Maxim?
Centiliters cube.
Incorrect. Southwest Miami. Connor?
Cubic centimeters.
Islands. What U.S. Caribbean territory's name is Spanish for rich port? Yes, Maxim?
Puerto Rico.
Fast math. What is 10 times 20 times 30? Maxim?
6,000.
Animations. Name the animated movie that features a clownfish named Marlin. Yes, Jake.
Finding Nemo.
U.S. states. In what state would you find the cities of High Point, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Durham, and the state capital of Raleigh? Maxim.
North Carolina.
Pop music. Name the female artist known as the Queen of Pop who released hits like Material Girl and Murad.
Madonna.
Next question deals with elements. Historically called brimstone, what chemical element that forms bright yellow crystals at room temperature has the atomic number 16 and the Maxim?
Sulfur.
Math. Assuming that x does not equal 0 according to the 0 power rule, what must be the value of x raised, Marcella?
1.
Islam. Muslims pray 5 times a day facing a holy city that is considered Maxim?
Mecca.
Oh, that sound means the end of this school duel game as Coral Reef has held on to their lead, beating Southwest Miami, and the final score is 320 to 250. So congratulations to Coral Reef. You each have won Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year, courtesy of Chick-fil-A South Florida. And of course, great job to everyone. So let's hear it for both schools. At this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors for making School Duel possible, and of course, you at home for watching. Don't forget to check out our website, schoolduel.tv, where you can find out more about the schools involved, and you can also watch past shows. Please remember to follow our Instagram account @SchoolDuel to see pictures and videos from our shows. And most importantly, make sure that you tune in next week to School Duel Thursday at 8 p.m. as Northeast High takes on McFadder Technical High in what should be another great game. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for joining us.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A South Florida and Bright Star Credit Union.